The storm was already shrinking before the battle bus even finished honking its second horn, which meant only one thing. This was Blitz mode, where strategy was optional, panic was guaranteed, and nobody had time to think about whether their keybind still made sense. As the bus soared across the island, the Mall 3, a mole-themed Fortnite warrior with night vision goggles and a dangerously pointy shovel, leaned over the edge, scanning the ground below. "All right," he muttered. "Today, I don't get clapped in the first 5 seconds. Today, I survive at least 8. But then he saw it, the single most dangerous place a Blitz player could dare to land. Tilted Towers. Of course he had to go. He dove out of the bus with the speed of a caffeinated falcon, spinning, flipping, and screaming for absolutely no reason. As he plummeted, he noticed at least 40 other players diving straight for Tilted. "Perfect," he said confidently, though his eye twitched like he was lying to himself. He hit the rooftop of the clock tower, sliding across broken shingles, grabbing a chest as he went. Out popped a gray pistol, bandages, a banana, not peely, just a banana. A voice behind him whispered, "Drop the loot." The Mall 3 turned. A default skin stood there, finger on the trigger of a shotgun that absolutely did not match the fear in his shaking hands. The Mall 3 blinked. The default blinked. The storm blinked probably. Then chaos erupted. The default fired and completely missed. Not even close. He might as well have been aiming at Ohio. The Mall 3 returned fire with 17 shots from the gray pistol, hitting exactly 1. But that one was enough to make the default panic jump straight off the tower, screaming into the distance. "That's right," the Mall 3 yelled after him. "Fear the shovel." He had barely finished celebrating when explosions rocked the entire block. Blitz mode meant no one looted, they just blew stuff up until something good fell out. The Mall 3 sprinted down the stairs of the tower, sliding into the street just as a cracked-out sweat in a fish skin came bouncing around the corner, doing quad edits on the air for absolutely no reason whatsoever. "Oh no, not a Fishstick sweat," the Mall 3 whispered. "They don't even blink." The Fishstick sweat stared at him with dead, unblinking eyes, then immediately built a skyscraper, a roller coaster, and possibly a tax shelter before the Mall 3 even raised his pistol. The Mall 3 turned and sprinted away. Behind him, the Fishstick's edits echoed like Fortnite ASMR. But then something miraculous happened. The storm hit them both. Blitz Storm does not care about your mats, your edits, or your will to live. It simply pulls up, erases half the map, and asks no follow-up questions. The Mall 3 began sliding across the ground, windsurfing on pain and fear. The Fishstick sweat got swept away like a soggy French fry. "Let's go!" The Mall 3 shouted as he tumbled into a circle that was already the size of a dinner plate. He crashed behind a tree near Loot Lake, landing right next to a legendary chest, glowing, majestic, beautiful. Inside it, gold scar, slurp juice, shockwave grenades, a sense of temporary hope. "Oh yeah, we're cooking now." He chugged the slurp and immediately took off running because, in Blitz mode, standing still for more than 3 seconds was basically signing a lease with the lobby screen. As he crossed the bridge, he spotted a lone bush shaking violently. Classic hiding spot, classic noob move. The Mall 3 aimed, ready to blast whoever was inside. Suddenly, the bush exploded outward, and a peely with a rocket launcher jumped out, screaming something that sounded like N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A. "Oh, come on." The Mall 3 shockwaved himself backward as the peely fired a rocket directly at him, missing by 1 Fortnite meter, which is scientifically equal to exactly 1 "oh crap" unit. The two began a chase, peely firing rockets wildly, the Mall 3 screaming and running for his life. A rocket flew past, blowing up the bridge, sending them all three flying off the side and face first into the muddy edge of Loot Lake. He sat up, covered in sludge, pride wounded but still alive. The Peely jumped down after him like a deranged yellow missile. The Mall 3 fired the Scar. Peely fired the rocket. Both shots hit. The explosion blasted Peely into space, spiraling into orbit like a fruity firework. The Mall 3 was thrown backward through the air, landing in a pile of loot belonging to someone who had clearly died of embarrassment earlier. He grabbed a purple pump and a stack of minis. "All right, I'm warmed up now," he said, wiping banana debris off his armor. But the storm was shrinking again. Of course it was. Blitz mode had no chill. The next circle formed near Frenzy Fields, already filled with players panicking, shooting wildly, and building structures so terrible they would have embarrassed even the worst creative mode builders. The Mall 3 slid into a barn just in time to see a Spider-Man skin chasing a Midas chasing a Harley Quinn, a Harley Quinn chasing a chicken, the chicken chasing its own shadow, and the storm chasing literally all of them. He ran upstairs and positioned himself in the hay loft. Time to third-party this mess. He fired. He missed. He fired again. Also missed. Okay, he whispered, warm-up shots, warm-up shots. He fired a third time, hitting the chicken. The chicken clucked aggressively and charged him like a feathery bulldozer. "Oh come, why is everything trying to fight me today?" The Mall 3 panic-built a wall, trapping the chicken on the other side. The chicken pecked it like it was trying to eat through concrete. Honestly, it probably could have if given 2 more seconds. The Mall 3 bilayed out the back of the barn and ran straight into a Harley Quinn, who was on 2 HP and swinging her pickaxe like she was late for work. Nope. Pump shotgun. Harley gone. Then Midas peeked. Pump shotgun. Midas gone. Then Spider-Man swung in. Pump shotgun. Spider-Man gone, leaving behind loot and the faint smell of web fluid. The Mall 3 stood proudly over the carnage. "Yeah," he smirked. "That's right, I'm built different. I'm built Blitz." But the storm didn't care. It closed again, this time forming a final circle on top of the gas station near Frenzy. Only 4 players left. The Mall 3 jogged toward the zone, confident, cocky, ready for the win. A sniper bullet flew past his head, taking off exactly 1 hair from his mole suit. Rude. He dove behind a rock as another shot cracked by. Across the field, a lynx skin perched on top of the station roof, scoped in like she was in the Fortnite Olympics. To the left, hiding behind a tree, was a Jonesy who was very clearly terrified and absolutely not prepared to be alive this long. And somewhere, he heard the soft, ominous footsteps of the Fishstick Sweat, apparently not dead after all. Of course he lived, the Mall 3 muttered. The circle shrank again. The Mall 3 shockwaved toward the gas station, flying directly between the sniper and the tree guy. "Please shoot each other and not me," he shouted midair like a motivational speaker giving bad advice. The sniper fired, hitting the Jonesy. The Jonesy fired, accidentally hitting himself with a grenade. The Fishstick Sweat launched himself from behind a hill with pure cracked-out energy. It was a 3-way brawl now. Scar fire. Shotguns blasting. Edits everywhere. Someone screaming, probably the Mall 3. The Mall 3 shockwaved himself onto the roof, landing directly behind the sniper lynx who was too busy sweating on the Fishstick. Pumping. Elimination. 3 left, he muttered. He turned. Fishstick Sweat building a fortress. Jonesy healing behind a tree, muttering prayers. Storm closing. Zone now the size of a pizza slice. The Mall 3 dropped off the roof, sliding into the final circle right as Fishstick thundered forward, Edits ready, shotgun pulled tight. The Mall 3 fumbled, switching weapons 5 times on accident. Jonesy threw a grenade that didn't even reach the fight. And then pure chaos. The Fishstick sweat boxed the Mall 3. The Mall 3 shockwaved them both out of the box. Jonesy tried to third party and blew up the gas pumps. Everything exploded. The Mall 3 flew backward, landing miraculously on a chunk of floating debris. The Fishstick landed on the ground, disoriented. Jonesy disintegrated instantly. Poor dude never stood a chance. Final 2. The storm closed. The Mall 3 ran forward. Fishstick charged. Shotgun vs shotgun. Both fired. Both hit. Both dropped to 1 HP. The circle shrank to a point. The Mall 3, out of builds, out of ammo, out of ideas, picked up the only thing at his feet. The banana he had looted at the start of the match. He stared at it. He stared at Fishstick. Fishstick stared back, eyes wide, confused, possibly insulted. The Mall 3 threw the banana. It bonked Fishstick square in the forehead. Fishstick fainted like a Victorian princess. Victory Royale. The Mall 3 dropped to his knees, exhausted, triumphant, covered in mud, sweat, banana residue, and regret. That, he gasped, was Blitz mode. And then the storm immediately swept him away, because the match ended, and Blitz doesn't care about your victory moment. Alright, listen up, legends. If you made it this far, you are officially part of the squad, part of the family, part of the absolute chaos we bring every single video. And I need you, yes you, to do me one huge favor before you go sliding into another Fortnite match. Smash that like button like it just dropped a gold scar right in front of you. Seriously, treat that like button like it's a llama sitting wide open on a hill. Hit it. Tap it. Do whatever you gotta do to let YouTube know you're vibing with the madness we create here. And subscribe, because we're just getting started. This channel is growing, the energy is growing, the wins are getting crazier, and the stories are getting way more unhinged. I want you with me from the beginning. When this channel blows up, and trust me, we're aiming big, you're gonna be able to say, yeah, I was here before all that. I was here during the chaos phase. So hit that sub button and be one of the OGs. And turn on NOTIS, because Blitz mode ain't the only thing moving fast around here. I'm dropping videos, shorts, wins, memes, and absolute insanity at random times like a supply drop that doesn't know where it's supposed to land. So click that little bell and join the notification gang. I promise you, you don't want to miss what's coming. We've got more wins, more stories, more cracked moments, more embarrassing fails, more everything. And listen, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now. Tell me what you want to see next. Tell me your funniest Fortnite moment. Tell me who clapped you last match. Tell me what mode you want me to suffer in next. I read every single one. And your ideas literally shape this channel. If you drop a banger comment, you might even get a shout out in the next video, so don't be shy, drop something spicy down below. We're building something here, something fun, something chaotic, something positive. A place where we can laugh, rage, win, lose, and somehow make it entertaining every single time. And every like, every sub, every comment, it actually helps. Like, really helps. You're helping this channel grow into something insane, something memorable, something we can build together. So thank you, seriously. Thank you for watching, for hanging out, for vibing with me, for supporting the dream, and for being part of this community. We're going up from here. No slowing down. No breaks. Full send all the way. So smash like, hit subscribe, comment something amazing, join the squad, join the hype, join the journey. And until next time, stay cracked, stay blessed, stay hyped. And I'll see you in the next one.